Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come and run my mouth and talk about the mess. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. So, listen, I don't make the news, I just report it. This is according to usmagazine.com. Mm-hmm. Hold on. That's my phone, sorry. All right, so it says Jay-Z's lawyer says rapper and Diddy's relationship was purely professional. No closer association. All right. Jay-Z's lawyer, Alex Spiro, is it Spiro or Spiro, is setting the record straight on his client's relationship with Sean Diddy Combs. Mr. Carter has nothing to do with Mr. Combs' case or Mr. Combs. They knew each other professionally for a number of years. Alex told Us Weekly, and other reporters during a roundtable with press on Monday, December the 16th, at Roc Nation's New York City offices. Just like all professions, people know each other. At the music awards, they support each other. If you go to the NBA All-Star game, they support each other. That's just how professions work. There is no closer association between any of them. That's also a matter of fiction. Girl. Y'all already know that Diddy was arrested in September. And then they, of course, talk about the alleged crimes. He has denied the allegations and pleaded not guilty to the charges. Since Diddy's arrest in New York City, many alleged victims have filed lawsuits against him. Y'all already know about that. And then they go on to talk about Jay-Z doesn't know anything about the charges or allegations against Diddy. He told, well, not he, Alex, his lawyer told reporters on December the 16th, he has nothing to do with that case and there's nothing more to say. I know that's right. Earlier this month, Jay-Z, real name Sean Carter, and Diddy, both 55, were named as defendants in the civil lawsuit that accused them of essaying a 13-year-old. The woman, who identified as Jane Doe, claimed the assault occurred at the MTV Music Video Awards after party in 2000. And they already know about the lawsuit. Okay, listen, girl, shout out to Andrew Gabor. He always say, "Can we have real talk? Girl, can we have real talk? Let's have real talk." Y'all know I have said a lot about Sean Carter, and I stand by everything I have said since I've been down here on these YouTube streets. I think he's sneaky. I think he's up to no good. But here I go with the but. Girl, I don't blame Sean for trying to say he ain't sisters with Sean no more. What? Can we talk? Girl, what do y'all expect that man to say? At this point, I don't see too many people coming forward claiming to be friends with Diddy. I'm almost sure that most people will try and distance themselves from Diddy, pretend as if the relationship that has been presented to the public is not what it seemed. Girl, do a lot of us have assumed, and the assumption I feel is correct, that Puffy and Jay-Z are sisters. And they've been sisters for a long time. We're not gonna sit here and just act like the relationship between Jay-Z and Puff Daddy is just merely professional. We can go back decades and decades and decades of them partying and having a good time, Savannah. And just because you party with somebody doesn't necessarily mean that you're friends. But girl, we're not gonna act like, girl, once you continue to go out and have a good time, go on vacations together, club together, that girl, there's a friendship there. It ain't just professional. Yeah, you can go out with your coworkers for a drink or two, and you really don't fool. You know how you go out with your coworkers for a drink or two, but you don't really fool with them like that, like that. Your good eye's still on them because one of them like to run the HR for everything. So when you go out, you don't really drink what you normally drink. You might just get you a glass of wine. Because you still need to be aware of what's happening, what's being said, because you don't really trust these helpers like that. So there are situations where, yes, just because you go out with people, you still would not consider them friends. But I really don't believe that people walking around and not consider Jay-Z and Puffy friends. Now, clearly, Jay-Z is saying that, girl, I ain't never considered him my brother. But I think a lot of us think that that's a lie. But without all that being said, I don't blame Jay-Z. I would have said the same thing more than likely. We just had a professional relationship. Girl, nobody's tying themselves to Puff Daddy. Not at this moment. Sorry. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. Right? You got a lot going on, Sean Combs. And as you can see, people who were definitely involved with Puff Daddy, right? Whether it was a romantic relationship, friendship, right? They ain't came out and said nothing. How many times have you heard J Lo say anything about anything? Jennifer said, Jennifer said, I don't know the nickel. Girl, I don't know that nickel. Who? Girl, I didn't date girl. We just talked for we were just talking. I don't know, 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 I don't know him, 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 I don't know him. That's what they saying. Nobody's saying anything. Let me tell you. Let me tell y'all one thing about it. Two things for sure. Three things for certain. The only way you would get me to open up my mouth is if you would have to come knock on my door and subpoena me. If I was J Lo or anybody else, and you know that you don't want to, and it's sad to say because I think that for J Lo and some of the other girls, they're damned if they do, they're damned if they don't. If they come out and say something, people are not gonna believe it. You know what I'm saying? So as much as I feel bad for the victims, it's and again, I probably shouldn't say it. Nobody wants to be included in in the mess, and everybody wants to distance themselves. And the only way you're going to get me to speak is you're going to tell me I got to come down to the courthouse. Other than that, girl, I got to go to work. It's sad, but I really feel like that's what's happening. That's why you really haven't had a lot of people come out and try and defend Jay-Z. I mean, you got Stevie J. You got Stevie, Beefcake, right? But other than that, girl, you've had more silence, especially from people who have a very large platform like Jay-Z, right? Not say anything than those that come out and have defended Puff Daddy. And they all probably know too, can we talk? Girl, let's just put it out there. They also know too the girl, they were involved in the mess. Now, what extent of the mess, that's up for debate. Or that's to be determined. That's to be determined. But I also believe that a lot of the people, they're not coming out because they know some well, whether it was 2003, 2005, girl, 99, girl, 2007, that they was at one of them parties and they probably did some shit they had no business doing too. So it's best just to be quiet. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. I wouldn't say anything. If I was one of these celebrities, I would not say anything. And you would have to force me to come to the courthouse. Because you have to look at it through their lens. They're probably worried about their careers, especially those who probably don't have anything to do with it. Because this is the thing, right? I think there's this. I feel like there are some people out there who believe that just because you were at a party, that means that you were doing something wrong. Girl, please. I've been plenty. Not girl. I was about to tell a lie. I was about to say I've been to plenty of parties. Girl, well, not tell a lie, but I think somebody will be like, "You was at the Puff Daddy party?" No, I've been to plenty of parties, whether it was sex happening, girl, drugs happening, right? And girl, I didn't participate in any of it. Okay, girl, I might be having a cocktail, dancing to the music, talking to somebody, but just because people attend parties doesn't mean that they are a participant in some of the mess that's going on. It also doesn't mean that they even know that something is going on. Girl, something could be happening on the other side of the house and you have no idea, but you were still in attendance at the party. You see what I'm saying? So I do believe that there are people who have attended these parties, whether they're celebrities, whether they're regular people like me and you who probably got an invite because they cute, they're a bad bitch, a bad nigga. They know somebody who knows somebody who can get them in the party. And girl, they just went because girl, it's a Puff Daddy party. Or it's a, any celebrity party, right? I'm just going because girl, it's a celebrity party. But they have no idea of what was going on, in these big old mansions on the other side. So it is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Jay-Z said we are not brothers. I don't know that nigga. Girl, it was just professional. Girl, Google will say that's a lie. Hey! But I get it, Sean. I get it, Sean. But you know you lying. You know that was your motherfucking brother. Girl, you know that was your brother. Shit. Brandi Glanville. Listen. For those who don't know Brandy, for a lot of people, they know her as someone. She's a former cast member um, from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She was also married to Eddie. Ooh, that nigga still fine. Eddie Cibrio, Eddie, the one who cheated with Leanne Rhymes. He's married to Leanne Rhymes now. Eddie fine as hell. To this day, Eddie's still fine. Um, Well, anyways, Brandy was married to him, and then she went on to be on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Ultimate Girls Trip. Um, when I tell y'all, Brandy's face, girl, it looked like somebody like deflated a balloon. You know when it's a big balloon and you deflate it and then it goes down and then the balloon just be wrinkled. You know what I'm talking about? I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how her face looks to me. Brandy used to be such a pretty girl, just like a natural pretty girl. You know what I'm saying? Not like this overly, like, it's just a handful of like gorgeous people in the world, in my honest opinion. Not like this gorgeous girl. You know what I'm saying? She was just a pretty girl. Like I love a pretty girl. Like I go up for a pretty girl. Cause like you pretty. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're a pretty girl, really nobody can tell you nothing because you're pretty. You know what I'm saying? But Brandy was just always like a pretty girl to me. And so for her to go from how she looked to how she looks now, it's just sad. Um, she came out and she said that it may be parasites. I have the article right here. This is FoxNews.com. Glanville exclusively told Fox News Digital that while no one has figured out what's truly wrong with her disfigured face, doctors have suggested that it could be a parasite, but they're not sure. 2 years ago, Glanville began feeling symptoms of depression upon returning home from Africa. 5 months later, she started losing her ability to speak and noticed her speech became slurred. Following a stressful move in October 2023, she was hospitalized after collapsing at home. Girl. Now, y'all know Heather Dubrow. She's on the Real Housewives of Orange County. Her husband, Terry Dubrow, he came out. This is according to TMZ. Brandi Glanville is turning to Dr. Terry Dubrow as she searches for a way to repair her face. The two connected over the weekend, and Terry's got a plan of attack. The botch star tells TMZ he spoke with Brandi over the phone, and she told him it's been a long, brutal process to get a diagnosis for what's going on with her face. Terry says the former RHOBH star told him doctors still haven't found out the root issue, and steroids, antibiotics, and antiviral medication haven't helped. Brandi and Terry are going to meet in person later this week at the plastic surgeon's Los Angeles office, and he tells us he may ultimately recommend surgery. Terry says he may need to obtain some of Brandy's facial tissue to come to the correct diagnosis, and from there they can begin the proper treatment. Girl, I feel like it. Girl, I'm gonna just be. I know this is a sensitive subject because, girl, it's your face. Girl, that's why you gotta be. Girl, let me tell you something. That's why you gotta be careful with your face. Girl, you gotta be careful with your face. You do. You do. Like y'all know, I want me a little liposuction, a little liposuction, right? I want me some liposuction 360. I want all this shit gone. Girl, I want to be snatched. Girl, I want all this shit gone. Do you hear me? Um, but I think it's one thing, girl, if you get a little, you should find the right doctor. But girl, I think it's one thing for you to, your body get messed up. You just throw on a t-shirt. Honey, your face get messed up. What you gonna do? Walk around with a fucking paper bag over your head everywhere? Girl, you can wear a mask everywhere. I felt like it was some bad fillers or something in her face. That's what I felt like at first. I was like, girl, she done got a hold to she done got a hold to some motherfucking gasolina. Girl, she done got a hold. Girl, they done put some fix-a-flat in that lady's face. Girl, I said that's fix-a-flat, honey. They done put some helium in that lady's face. Girl, they done put some of everything in Brandy's face, and that shit just deflated. And now here we are. I said, my God, today. I don't know what I would do. You got to be careful with your face. I'm all down for fillers and Botox. I'm gonna give me a little Botox in a couple of years. I'm all down for Botox, fillers, a little fillers too, girl. I would be down. So I would be down for a little fillers right here, girl. I'm not even gonna say him bullshit. Right here, I just want a little bit right here. That's it. I just want a little bit. I just want a little bit right here. But I just feel like you just gotta be careful though. And the thing is, Brandy was already like a pretty girl, and even though Brandy is older now, Brandy still shouldn't look the way that she looks at this age. Now, no shade. We love the white people who watch my channel. They say white people age like bananas. That's what they say. Girl, I don't know. I'm just telling you what the people said. The people said that white people age like bananas, honey. Um, but even if that is true, I just don't think that Brandy, even with Brandy not being as young as she used to be, clearly, right? She still shouldn't look like this due to age. Unless, girl, let me shut up. I was about to start being real messy. Shout out to Brandy. I hope Brandy does. I hope Terry can help Brandy. Y'all think she might need a facelift or something? The moral of the story is, if it is due to, fillers and it's not a parasite, just be careful, y'all. Like I said, girl, girl, I'm all down for a girl doing a little tune up. Ain't no wrong with a little tune up, baby. But just be careful and know what you're putting into your body, especially your face. Um, do your homework, do your research. Again, I don't know if it is fillers or due to plastic surgery or whatever, but if it is, I just hope this is a lesson for Brandy. Um, and hopefully it's a lesson for all of us. Just be careful um, when it comes to putting needles in your face, laying on a table, because you just never know what could be the outcome. All right, y'all, let's move on. Karen. All right. Karen Huger, the Grand Dame. All right. This is according to the Neighborhood Talk. Oop. RHOP star Karen Huger's DUI trial began today. Witnesses claim the reality star refused a field sobriety test and allegedly used profanity toward first responders. Go F yourselves. So, neighbors, the Grand Dame has finally begun her DUI trial. The Real Housewives of Potomac star Karen Huger, 61, is on trial this week for an alleged driving incident on March 19th, 2024, that resulted in a car crash near Oakland Drive in Potomac. Huger faces 8 charges, including driving while impaired by alcohol and driving under the influence. According to Fox 5 DC, witnesses including a volunteer EMT and 2 police officers testified Tuesday. The EMT described Huger as swaying at the scene, refusing treatment and using profanity toward first responders, while later complimenting a firefighter's appearance. Body camera footage presented in court showed Huger slurring her speech with an officer telling her she was hammered. Reports indicate Huger refused both a breathalyzer and field sobriety test. Her attorneys previously sought to dismiss the case, arguing evidence was collected through illegal search and seizure. Prosecutors counter that Huger's statements were made during medical treatment, not interrogation. Legal experts note body camera footage will play a central role in the trial, which is expected to conclude within 2 days. Karen. You know, I have said this, and I'm going to say it again. I do believe that. I think that for reality stars, some of them, especially those who are not celebrities prior to their entry to a reality show, I really think they think that they are really like bona fide celebrities. Like I do feel like sometimes the housewives, especially, they get caught up into the Bravo celebrity of it all. Like in real life, Karen Hoover is not a celebrity, girl. I think in Karen's head, I think a lot. I think in Lisa Barlow's head, I think a lot of the girls they think that they're like Beyonce, and to a certain extent, I guess on your show you might be, but in the real world, like if Beyonce hit a tree, let's just call a thing a thing. If Beyonce hit a tree, we never would have found out. It would have disappeared. The tree would have disappeared. Okay, people would have been driving by like I thought it was a tree there. Okay, we would have never found out. When you are someone of a certain status and your money is girl, you pretty much have unlimited funds, you can make some shit go away. Okay? And that's just what I believe. Karen girl, you're just someone who's on a housewife show. And I think that Karen thought that because she's the grande dame and I'm the girl of Potomac, that girl, she thought she was gonna go down to that courthouse and be pulling stunts and shows. And though and the judges have been girl, no. And now they saying that girl, you was down to the tree. Girl, cursing at them people. Cursing them out. You thought that the small celebrity that you had was going to work in your favor. And you're seeing slowly but surely that it's not. And I'm not saying that to be funny with Karen. I'm saying that across the board for a lot of the housewives. I do believe that they think that they are bona fide celebrities. And again, depending on who you are, from whether it was Beyonce, Rihanna, Nicki Minaj, Jay Z, honey girl, if they would have got into a wreck and hit a tree, girl, that they could have made that disappear. And I really do believe it. And we would have never heard about it. You, on the other hand, girl, you just like us. You ain't got no power. Okay, girl, your ass is going to court. I probably ain't gonna nothing happen. I can't. Karen might get, but I don't know. They said this is Karen's second DUI too. Hello. So Karen might. I don't know. They say this is Karen's second DUI. So the girls and boys who know about this stuff, let us know what's gonna happen to Karen if she's found guilty. What a community service, pay a fine. You think she's going to jail? And they about to shoot the reunion too, baby. All right, y'all. I'm gone. Shout out to Karen though. Girl, I hope you learned your lesson at your big ass age of 60 something years old. Girl, if you ain't learned it the first time, you probably ain't learned it now. Hopefully she learned it this time though. Girl, get you a driver. It's no excuse. Girl, you want and that's another thing too. Girl, we're just talking. That's another thing too that bothers me about Karen and some of the girls who want to play these personas on TV. I'm the grand dame. Girl, if you're the grand dame, girl, you need to follow it all the way through. Girl, does it let me know you're not the grand dame because you drink Stella Rose. Ain't nothing wrong with Stella Rose. Okay. When I go to the store, I get the cheapest bottle of champagne or wine. I don't spend no more than $15 on champagne or wine. No more than $15. Okay. But the thing is, I'm trying to say is Karen wants to play this part of she's the grand dame. Girl, the grand dames ain't drinking no Stella Rose, and they have a driver. They ain't running into trees. Okay. And they girl, girl, their main girl, and they own a house. They ain't renting either. Anyway, let me stop trying to read. Karen, leave that lady alone. Karen, we love you over here, girl. We just saying you need to get your shit together because you're too old for it. All right, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good night. Bye, y'all.